Welcome back to Grow Joyfully. Today I'm going to brown and bake a very tender, delicious beef roast. Let's get started. I'm going to add avocado oil and butter to my wonderful cast iron Dutch oven. On about medium heat, we're going to brown this tri-tip beef roast. I saw someone else on a YouTube channel using oil and butter, and since then that's what I've used for roasting potatoes, frying potatoes, meat, what have you, and it works really well. Okay, so I've added the small tri-tip beef roast, and we're going to brown it on both sides very, very well. If you brown it really well on both sides, and then you're baking it in your cast iron with some beef bouillon and water, your gravy drippings come out incredibly dark and tasty. I'm going to sear it on both sides before I add any seasoning. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to get a cup of beef bouillon and water ready. One of my secrets to an incredibly dark beef drippings and a yummy roast is to use Peril. It is a grain beverage, 100% caffeine free, and it just darkens up the beef drippings and it makes it more savory. So I use this in a cup of hot water with Knorr beef bouillon crystals. Just about out of this. I'm going to have to get some more. I used about 2 tablespoons of the Knorr and about a tablespoon of the Peril, and then just mix it up super well. Then once your roast is browned on both sides, just when you're ready to put it in the oven on low to cook for a long time so you can have a very tender roast, I'll pour this in, and probably another cup of water so I can have plenty of drippings to make lots of gravy. Really starting to sizzle now. Okay, we've got the first side browned. And now I'm browning the other side. Look at that. If you feel like it's burnt, there's a big difference between browning it and searing it well and burning. It's a fine line. Okay, and then pretty soon we're going to add the beef bouillon and Peril. Time to add the beef bouillon and Peril. And I'm going to add garlic salt, onion powder, and some minced garlic. And on the top of the roast, I'm going to add several slices of onions because for some reason it just ends up tasting so good. Minced garlic. I am not shy with the garlic. I'm going to add some more beef bouillon and water because it's going to simmer in the oven on very, very low all day. Time to add the onion, and then the lid, and I'm going to cook it in a 225 oven for hours today. When I get home, if that doesn't seem like that's enough, I will turn it up to finish it off, and then we'll check it out then and see how it goes. You can do this with a chicken, with a pork roast, or just about any cut of meat, especially if it's a tougher cut of meat. If you use something like a chuck roast, this would end up being so tender and fall apart delicious. Thanks for stopping in today. It's not a very long video, but it's one that I like to share again and again. It's a wonderful way to cook meat. You can smell it slowly simmering in the oven all day long. It's just a warm and cozy feeling, and I wanted to share it with you today. I hope your Christmas preparations are going well. that you're having cozy and wonderful times together, especially as a family. Make sure you take this time to count your blessings and be appreciative, because there are those that do not share the same. And on that note, there are many places that you can donate to this year, especially for the North Carolina and East Tennessee areas that were hit by Hurricane Helene. So I want to encourage you to be generous and to be loving. I know it makes you feel so much better in your heart. And if you can't afford to do that, I get it. I understand. Just do some fun, inexpensive things at home and still count your blessings, because we have many. So thanks for stopping by today. I hope you have a lovely day, and we'll see you on the next video. Well, I put some potatoes in to bake while I was gone. And take a look at that delicious roast. I highly suggest that you cook your roast this way. The drippings for the gravy are going to be incredible, and the roast is going to be wonderful. So easy to do. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.